everybody. Angel here with confidenceiscatchy.com. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Throwback Thursday or Throwdown Thursday. I am so excited to get started today with our new challenge for this week. For those of you who are new to our challenge, welcome. This is a great group of wonderful people. And what we do here is we help people build confidence a little bit at a time, little baby steps every week. Every Thursday is our Throwdown Thursday challenge, where I give you a new challenge to go out over the weekend and get something accomplished in your life. Do something that is for you to grow your comfort zone just a little bit so that your confidence can grow right along with it. We have a great group of people here that are looking to grow confidence over the course of the summer, do it in a fun way, and that's what we are attempting to do. I am Angel Johnstone. I own a company called Confidence is Catchy. You can find us at confidenceiscatchy.com. And for those of you who are new, welcome. We're glad to have you. So today our Throwback Thursday challenge is sponsored by a company that I've been doing business with for quite a while. And I told you on Tuesday when we talked about last week's challenge that you're going to be floored at how perfect this is. So let me tell you a little bit about what our challenge is this week, and then I'm going to tell you about our sponsor, because you're going to be like, whoa, how did that come together? So this week's challenge is all about priorities. For many of us, we get overwhelmed, we get confused, we get frustrated, and that shrinks us as people, right? That shrinks our confidence down because we're not really focused on what it is that we're trying to accomplish in our lives. Now, this could, hey Tracy, this could be a job goal. This could be a personal goal. This could be a weight loss goal. This could be any kind of goal that you set for yourself, or accomplishment, or something that you're trying to do with your life, or maybe it's a new business, or maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's getting out of a relationship. It could be any number of things, but we tend to get overwhelmed because we don't really have our priorities straight. And I'm not saying that like, hey, you get your priorities straight. But I'm kind of saying it like, yeah, me neither. Sometimes we get off track. Life gets in the way. And so this week, I want to really get just really clear of all of us on this challenge, get really clear about what our priorities are. Well, how do we do that? A lot of times, if you've been in sales, you've been in marketing, you might have been in some companies that ask you to figure out why you do what you do. What is your motivator? And one of the ways that you can do that is, to kind of write down things that you're trying to accomplish, write down SMART goals, right? Attainable goals with a deadline, and with ways that you can demarcate, whether you're achieving those goals, achievable, all those types of things. But I don't know, for me, that feels a little methodical. It's not that quite much fun, right? I don't like to write down like I am going to make $10 million by the time I'm 60. If I don't really feel like that's going to happen, your brain kind of goes into, yeah, right mode. So I don't really, I like affirmations. I don't necessarily like writing down goals. And so maybe you're the same way as I am. However, I love pictures, and I love being able to envision myself in exotic places, or driving a nicer car, or living in a nicer house, or a nicer neighborhood. Those are things I've been doing for many, many years. And one of the best ways to do that, get your priorities straight, is to start pulling together pictures and images that reference, or at least look like, what it is you want your life to look like. And so some people call that a dream board. Some people call that a vision board. Some people call that, you can call it whatever you want. Whatever it is, it's a board that you put together that is unique to you, of images and words and phrases and whatever it is that is important to you in your life. It is your priority. And so this week's challenge is basically a vision board challenge. Now, you can incorporate somebody else into this challenge if you want to. You can certainly invite your friends and your family to be involved, especially your immediate family. If you're married, if you have kids, you're going to want to get them involved in this. And it's actually sometimes good to have more than one board. I'm going to show you my board in a minute. Some of you have seen it before in previous broadcasts, but I'm going to show you. It was done back in December. I am going to do a little bit of a smaller board for a specific thing in the next couple of days. So this is so perfect for so many of you. Tracy's saying, this is perfect. It's what I need right now. getting your priorities straight at this time of year is not normal, right? Normally we're thinking about this in January. Sometimes we think about this in December. But I'm going to tell you what, most of us, if you're like me, you probably set some goals in January, and here it is May, and you're like, oh my God, how the hell is it May? What? And summer's around the corner. It's Memorial Day weekend. Oh my God, nothing's been done, right? And you're freaking out. Now's a good time to regroup, okay? So, no, your life is not completely off track. You have not completely failed. You have plenty of the year left. There's lots still to do, but it's time to reprioritize, okay? So let me show you my vision board. I'm going to try to do this without dropping the camera, so bear with me. My vision board, and it's big. Can you see it? It's really, 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 really big. This is the wall of my living room. And you can see how much space it takes up in comparison to my tiny little desk and my file cabinet and me. It's big. It's not a small vision board. This was a 16, I think like 6 or 16, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of time that my boyfriend and I put this board together. I'm going to show you parts of it just so you can get an idea of what you can do. Now, my board is really like 3 or 4 boards all put together into one, and it's something that he and I did together to kind of represent what we wanted our life to look like as a couple. So I have a few segments of it, but you could do these on separate boards, one for your business, one for your personal goals, one for your relationship goals, one for your health goals, one for travel. I mean, you could do different boards for different things. You could do one with your kids of what they want to do, but this is like everything in one board, which I'm going to be honest is a huge undertaking. So make it smaller. So this board here has a little bit of everything. It has a lot of travel, like everything is travel all the way around it. And all of this is all travel and places I want to go and places I want to see. And some of it involves eating because, you know, why travel if you're not going to eat? So some of it involves eating and some of it involves, you know, just doing fun activities, right? You know, going skydiving, parasailing, things like that. And then I also have in the center, because we were doing this together, was my relationship with my boyfriend. So we have pictures of us and pictures of him and my son and me and my son, and pictures of what we wanted for our lives to look like as a couple. And then I also have what we wanted materialistically over here. So you see the million, it's on there. And you see the gorgeous bathtub and the gorgeous house and the big pool table and the nice entertainment center and the nice driveway and the beautiful car. And all of these things are things that we picked out together. Wouldn't that be the nice lifestyle that we'd want to have? And then the part that was really important to me was to make sure that my son was involved. And so there's images here of him, and that was important for him. He was really excited to see himself there. But also you see some things here that say, like, take your kids and live the stories you love to tell. I want him to have a lifestyle too. I want him to live a lifestyle that's different than the one I grew up with. And then there's stuff here about being healthy-ish. This is one of my favorite ones. It says healthy-ish. Because I'm really not going to ever be really super healthy. I'm just going to be honest. I just know I'm not. But there's also images of how I want to grow old gracefully. See this crazy woman? She's awesome. I love her. I love this image because that's me. Like, I don't know if you can really see it. But she's wackadoo. She's great. I love it. I'm going to be a crazy old kook. I'm telling you right now. And then I have this whole section about my business. Everything I wanted to do with the launch of the Confidence is Catchy business, all of the things that were important to me in terms of values with my business and what I wanted it to look like. And all of this was really interesting because when I put together the conference back in April, this all came up. And as I was reading it again, like the night before the conference, I was like, oh my God, I'm doing all of that. It's so cool. So when you put your dream board together, you really need to start thinking about what are the things you want your life to look like? How are you going to get there if you don't know, if you don't make that a priority, right? If you don't make what your vision is a priority in your life, if you don't put it front and center in the middle of your living room for everyone to see, how are you going to know whether you're getting there or not? How are you going to know that this is the priority? The drama that happens every day is not the priority. We all have drama. We all have bills. We all have not enough time. We all have not enough money. We all have issues in our lives. We all have family to deal with. We all have friends that drive us crazy and jobs that make us nuts. But if this is where you're headed, a lot of that stuff starts to fall by the wayside as you start working towards these goals. So the prioritization of these goals is really what this weekend is all about. Now you're going to tell me, and I know you are, you're going to tell me, but Angel, I am going to a picnic, or I am going to visit my family, or I am going to have barbecue spare ribs on the back deck, and I'm just going to relax this weekend. That's totally fine. I want you to relax this weekend. I want you to take out as many magazines as you have laying around your house, and I want you to tell your friends and family to bring their magazines over too. And just start ripping stuff out, because I'm telling you what, you're probably not going to get this whole board put together. What did it take me? Like 2 days, I think, something like that. The two of us, like a whole night, like hours and hours and hours. There's a video on it somewhere on my Facebook groups. It was really, really a big deal. This might not get done between now and Tuesday, and I'm okay with that. But at least pull the stuff out of the magazines. At least print off the pictures of yourself that show you at your best. At least find in your phone the pictures of your kids when they're the happiest and print some of those off. At least find something that is an image of what you want to be, where you want to go, and to get your priorities set. And then that'll start clicking into your head about, how am I going to get there? And don't think of that as like, oh my God, how am I going to get there? Think of it as like, if I could have that, what could get me there? And really give that question to your head without any, judgment. Just what would it take for me to get there? What would it require for me to do to make that happen? How do I feel when I look at these pictures? And if you feel really good, if this is really what you want, believe it or not, your brain will start stacking things in your life to make that possible. You may not even understand how. You will some of these images I look at and go, I have no idea how I'm ever going to get there. But somehow, some way, knowing that that's a priority for me, it will come together. And I trust in that. And I'm asking you to trust in that too. So this weekend, sit on your butt outside in the beautiful weather. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees or something in Connecticut tomorrow. Pull out some magazines, pull out some pictures, throw them in a folder. If you have a piece of whiteboard in your house and you can tack them on with some super glue or something, or just some tape, that's fine. This isn't a project in perfection, okay? We're not looking for Pinterest perfect, okay? I'm looking for you to get your brain wrapped around what your priorities are. And if that looks like a folder full of pieces of paper, which this was for a really long time before I finally buckled down and put it on a board, that's okay. It's totally fine. It's just to get you started on the process. And that process really should include the people who are with you on the journey as much as possible. So incorporate what your kids want, incorporate what your significant other wants. Incorporate your animals if you want to too, because they're important. And for me, growing old gracefully, growing old like a crazy old kooky lady was important to me. So whatever is important to you is what's going on the board. And if it doesn't get all done on Tuesday, that's okay. All right. So now let me tell you about our sponsor, because you're going to be like, no way. I told you today was all about priorities, right? And all about figuring out what's important to you. Our sponsor this week, Priority Tax Services, Priority. Her last name is Pryor. I can't believe it. You can't make this stuff up. So Deb Pryor is my accountant, and she has been my accountant for several years, and she's fabulous, and she's in Manchester, and she's wonderful, and she's very attentive, and she has been a sponsor not only of this segment this week, but also she was one of our primary sponsors for the Constructing Confidence Live workshop back in April. So if you are a participant in that, you benefited from her helping us eat and putting on the whole show. So she's been a great support, and I would definitely encourage you to go see her if you have any tax or bookkeeping. Now, here's another thing about priorities, right? If you've been putting something off, if you've been, like maybe you did your taxes, but you did them at the last minute. Maybe you don't like doing tax stuff or bookkeeping stuff, but you have a business and you really should. Or maybe you're just like a lot of people and you just like throw your receipts in a box and you pray that March of 2019 never comes and you have to sort those. One of your little side projects in this is to pull that box out and just get a couple of paper clips or staples or whatever you need to do. Just sift and sort those receipts and get them a little organized, and then call Deb. Because she can set you up with such a much better way to do it. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. I do this myself. So, in and around, sitting on your butt outside, grab that receipt box, take it outside, get those organized too. And you'll be able to see a little bit about how maybe you can make those priorities happen if you get a little bit more organized in your bookkeeping and your finances. So if you need help, that's what she's about. And she does have, she's going to offer you guys a little bit of a freebie at the end of our week. But, oh my God, right? We're talking about priorities, and Priority Tax Services, our vendor. Come on. You can't make that up. Anyway, I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Deb for doing that for us and allowing us to bring this week to everyone. And if you have any questions on putting your dream board together, I'm just going to give you one rule. There are no rules. It's yours. It's 100% yours. So make it whatever makes sense and makes you happy. Whatever makes sense in your life and whatever makes you happy goes on the board. And don't worry about how you're going to get there. Let the universe figure that out for you once you tell it, this is what I want. Okay? So I really can't wait to see some pictures of your boards over the course of the next couple of days. If you do it tonight, if you do it tomorrow, and you want to post it early, please, by all means, go ahead and post in the group. We'd all love to see it. If you already have a dream board or some kind of vision board or goal setting system, post it. And if you're going to do a little bit more on it, or you're going to do a little update on it, go ahead and post about that too. I can't wait until Tuesday to hear what you all come up with, because again, this is kind of a personal thing. So I'm really looking forward to see how everyone tackles this differently. And again, there's no wrong answer, which is awesome. So get out there, pull some magazines apart, pick some pictures off of the internet. If you're looking for a significant other in your life, pull some pictures of what that person looks like too. You could even write down the qualities that you're looking for in other people, or the qualities you're looking for in a job, or whatever it is. It's your board. Figure out what you want. Get your priorities straight. And get them up on your wall somewhere so you know where you're going. All right? I will talk to you on Tuesday. And don't forget to check out our sponsor segment on Sunday. I'm going to have a little conversation with Deb tomorrow afternoon, and we'll talk a little bit about her business on Sunday. Please like, share, comment, all of those things so I can get you in the raffle as well. Okay? We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.